Do you know about the collective agreements entered into between the workers of your workplaces and the employees? You're not aware of such agreements, are you? So let us be enlightened. What is the collective agreement? Most of the workers are not aware of this. So today we are going to raise your awareness on what the collective agreements are. We will become aware of the relevant legal provisions. For example, we created this social app that means the Free Trade Zones and General Services Workers Union. Nigam Bottaliborg multinational company has signed an agreement in the year 2004. An agreement was signed with Nigam Bottaliborg company in the year 2004 as a garment factory. Polytex Company. A collective agreement was signed with Polytex Company. Similarly, this trade union has entered into an agreement with Next Company in Katunayaka recently. Now, what is the collective agreement? Now, let's see what is indicated by a collective agreement. A collective agreement can be simply defined as an agreement entered into between the workers or a trade union and trade unions or the employer. Here the service conditions may be about settling real industrial disputes. The collective agreement can be seen as a successful result of collective bargaining that happens between the workers and the employees. Here the workers get the opportunity to collectively bargain, having presented their demands to the employer as a large number of workers or as a trade union without doing this as individual workers. Legal provisions. Now let us focus on legal provisions that enable us to form collective agreements. The major legal provisions in the regard are stipulated in the Industrial Disputes Act. We have discussed about the Industrial Disputes Act earlier. The legal provisions in the Trade Unions Ordinance number 14 of 1934 and the Articles 14 and 15 of the Constitution have an important bearing on the background relevant to the collective agreement. Similarly, the Trade Unions Ordinance number 14 of 1935 is an important piece of legislation. Another important document is a fundamental law, the Constitution of the country, Articles 14 and 15 of the Constitution. The legal provisions contained in these articles provide the basis for collective agreements. The right to speech, the right to peaceful assembly, right to association, right to form and join trade unions have been pointed out as fundamental freedoms in the Constitution. These provisions create the legitimate background needed for legal provisions related to the collective agreement. Though these provisions, the basic foundation for entering into collective agreements, get further strengthened. The meaning is that the right to form and join trade unions has been enriched through this. Therefore, the foremost provision that has first ensured the right to form and join trade unions is the Trade Unions Ordinance. Legal framework. The legal framework applicable to collective agreements is given in the sections 5 and 10 of the Industrial Disputes Act. The provisions contained in these articles apply to collective agreements. The legal framework provides information regarding the parties that can form collective agreements. These particles include an employer-employees as one party, and the other party can be workers or a trade union consisting of workers. These are the matters elaborated in the legal framework. For which purpose? Let's see the information related to instance where collective agreements can be formed. The Act describes service conditions, terms, privileges, rights, and functions of the relevant parties, etc. It also says that the relevant parties can enter into collective agreements on how to resolve industrial disputes. The collective agreement should be drafted in written form and should be sent to the Commission of Labour after having placed their signatures by the relevant parties of the representatives of the parties. Thereafter, immediate action should be taken by the Commissioner of Labour to publish it in the Gazette notification. Accordingly, the collective agreement comes into force with effect from the date on which either the agreement is published in the Gazette or from the date on which the signatures have been placed. Further, it will be in the force until a specific period or a date which is mentioned in the agreement. Irrespective of these conditions, both the parties have the ability to withdraw themselves from the collective agreement after giving 1 month's prior notice. Social space. This is your space. Your protection is your right. Please join with us to reach to the latest information on Socialist Face. Subscribe us. Press the bell icon too.